to do this each and every week, and this week is no different. We get a chance to do a little game on, game over with Miss Vashti. Let's go. Vashti, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Good morning. I'm good. How are y'all?
You
Good morning.
Make it back from Baltimore all right?
Yes, I did. I'm
Yeah.
actually still in Durham.
So wait a minute.
from
So
the Duke game last
Oh, you,
night.
you didn't make it back yet.
you was at the Valentine game. What's the name of the team? What's the name of the team they played last night?
Bellarmine.
Bellarmine, yeah.
Better, what is it?
Bellarmine. Okay.
Bellarmine.
Yeah.
Bellarmine.
Oh,
Okay,
Bellarmine. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Private school out of Kentucky.
Yeah. And look, I had to Google them, see where they was from. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know where they were from or anything about them. So they're tough. They weren't a walk in the park. Y'all think so? San Francisco at 6-4, favorite to win the Super Bowl?
I
or
think
Super
so.
Bowl contender?
I think they favored
y'all
them.
tripping.
Vashti,
Wait.
Vashti, I can't explain it. I don't even understand.
First of all, with Christian McCaffrey joining them now, and with Debo, and of course on the defensive side of the ball, what they got. I mean, I can pick them more as well as pick anybody else, but I think they're going to be the ones that come out of the right now.
Who have they beaten?
Doesn't matter. They 4-0.
They beat
They 4-0 in
the
the division.
Panthers, who aren't good.
Mhm.
They beat the Rams, who aren't good. They beat Seattle, who isn't good. They beat the Cardinals, who aren't good. The only quality win they have, the Chargers, and they aren't the greatest either. They have L's at Kansas City, Atlanta, Denver again, and Chicago. Come on, this team is up and down. That does not make a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, I got playoff, maybe.
Mhm.
But Super Bowl, I'm with you.
Playoff,
Vashti.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely playoff.
Y'all
They're gonna
heard it
get
here
bounced
first.
out in the first round.
What?
Okay. Hey, please say this.
Reese, you know better. Playoff. Super Bowl.
She made a good argument. I'm like, okay, I'm
Super Bowl?
just playoffs.
Who? Well,
Super
if
Bowl?
not them, who? The Cowboys? No.
Yes.
No.
There's a team in Philadelphia that's playing
No.
pretty well.
I just think.
Y'all disrespectful.
No, I'm not being disrespectful. I like Jaden, but I'm not sure Jaden would take him all the way. That's just my opinion.
But you think Garoppolo over Hurts? Come on, bro.
It's not Garoppolo. It's the 49ers team. I'm not looking
but
at
the
Jimmy
Eagles
G.
are a team also, and they have only one loss.
Okay.
All right, we're going to table this one.
I got a
Yeah, we're gonna hear
hashtag.
this.
I got a hashtag behind my name. That's all I got to say.
Reese, you got Reese's right.
He said,
I got a
hashtag.
hashtag. I got a hashtag
He
behind my
pointing
name.
to himself.
Who gave you that hashtag?
I did.
He did.
Okay, it doesn't count then. It's like being your own nickname. Like God rest Kobe, R.I.P. Kobe. But you can't give yourself a nickname. It has to be bestowed upon you.
Okay.
So,
All right. I'm just saying hashtag. I got one. Let's go.
okay. All right. So during his Monday afternoon press conference, Carolina Panthers interim head coach Steve Wilks would not name a starting quarterback for Sunday's matchup against the Broncos. He stated that he had to do more evaluation. This is a departure from last week and the week before, where Monday he came straight out and said, or several weeks before, where PJ was announced the starter on Monday and Baker was announced the starter last Monday. Now he's going to take some more time to evaluate things. Game on or game over, though, that barring injury, Baker Mayfield has started his last game in Carolina.
Game on.
Game, definitely.
Game on.
Game on.
You'll start next before he will.
Yeah, and I agree. One thing I didn't like in the post game, and I don't know if you guys caught this clip, but I'd asked Baker Mayfield about his confidence
Yep.
and how you maintain it, even though there are questions. And he said, this sucks. How he works hard, he puts his heart and soul into this, and how he hopes other people feel the same way. And I was like, are you taking digs at your teammates? Isn't this what got you in trouble in Cleveland?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree. Baker Mayfield, he's shown that he's not it. And the Panthers offense definitely took a step with him under center. And yet another quarterback experiment for the Carolina Panthers has failed.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right,
none of us are shocked by
Go
this,
ahead.
so we don't need to be shocked. We knew this was going to happen. It's Baker Mayfield.
Did you?
It's Baker Mayfield. I said once the team struggles a little bit, once we see a little adversity, watch how Baker responds. Watch how the locker room is kind of like lukewarm because this is exactly who he is, and this is like you just said. This is exactly what happened in Cleveland, and it's going to happen on the next team that he goes to because this is who he is.
Reese is right. Didn't you? How'd you feel about Baker at the beginning of the season?
Man, I say
She said Reese is right.
I said that I didn't think it was going to pan out. I thought it was a bad move, and I think I'm going to remind you, like what I said 5 minutes ago. I got a hashtag behind my name.
You did say that. You did.
Okay. All right. As it stands right now, Georgia would be the lone SEC representative in the college football playoffs. Coming into the season, there were only 3 SEC teams that were ranked in the top 20. Alabama, which they're not very, they're in the top 20, but it's a curtains for them. Georgia and Texas A&M. Texas A&M has been a complete disappointment. Tennessee, they took the whooping to South Carolina. Alabama out of the college football playoff. I saw this debate on Twitter. I'm gonna ask you guys, game on or game over, that this is a down year for the Granddaddy Conference.
You've been with.
Oh.
Let me tell you something, Vashti.
I love it.
Vashti, now I've been knowing you long enough to know how you do, and when you start your shade, because
I didn't.
hold on. No, hold on, Vashti. You ain't never come on here talking about SEC football. Now today,
First time I ever heard her say anything about it.
You want to talk SEC football, and 3 times. In your opening statement, you said Alabama was down.
Yeah.
Alabama's out of it. Really, Vashti? Really, that's the conversation you want to have today?
My.
Okay, Vashti, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, what's the question?
Sorry.
What's the question? We having a bad year? Okay, so what?
I asked if it's a down year for the Granddaddy Conference.
Well, I say game on for this on the fact that if Alabama's not in it, then it's definitely a down year. So I say game on.
Wow. I say game over because I think the ones that are playing, Georgia, Ohio State, and Michigan, deserve credit. Just because Alabama's not in it doesn't make it a bad year.
Oh, whatever.
It makes
whatever,
Alabama having a bad year.
Did you answer the question?
Yeah,
I
answer the question.
did.
Hater. You and Vashti, y'all on some hate stuff right now. I can feel it.
I'm not going to dismiss Georgia, Ohio State,
Okay,
Michigan.
hold on. Let's see what Vashti had to say because I'm sure she's been dying to say
I
this.
was waiting on you, K-Mac.
No, I already told you in the beginning. I said, whatever. Yeah, it's down. Okay, that's what you want to say, it's down? Just because of what Reese said. Because we ain't there.
Yeah. That's exactly why.
Because we ain't there, you don't matter.
Come on, y'all.
That's the way it is.
No, we determine the whole
What you
college
talking about?
football landscape at the University
But
of
what
Alabama.
happened when Georgia played Alabama?
I mean, that was one off.
Oh, okay.
Vashti,
And when Tennessee played Alabama?
Oh, yeah. What about Tennessee?
What about Tennessee?
When they
who
played
gonna
Alabama?
end up behind us, by the way?
They gonna
When
be
this is all said and
right,
done,
right.
they're going to end up
Yeah,
below
but
us.
that's
This is
circumstance.
the-
That's circumstance. Quarterback hurt. That ain't got. I mean, if
Well, what
if
about
Hooker was-
LSU?
oh,
Same.
good one.
You know what? Y'all trying to get my blood. You know what, Vashti?
Your shirt too tight.
Okay, Vashti. What, anything else you want to say about that? Huh?
Well, I'm going to say game on. It's
Yes.
certainly a down year for the SEC, the Granddaddy Conference. We're used to having, at least a couple of teams on the cusp of getting into the CFP. And when you got USC, as in Southern California, as your 5th team on the periphery of getting into the college football playoff, and Alabama at 8, Tennessee allowing South Carolina to put up 63 on them.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's more parity in the SEC than we've seen. Usually you have the top and that's it. And then you have mid, Texas A&M being trash after coming in with the top ranked recruiting class. Maybe the SEC isn't what everybody thought it would be. Maybe this will be the trend going forward.
No, not she's trying to throw shade now.
Yeah.
That last comment.
Yeah.
That's shade. But anyway, I ain't messing with you.
When she wrote this out,
Yeah.
she was smiling from ear to ear. But that's okay, though. I understand. Vashti, I understand.
Yeah.
Your entire working career, you've never seen this
my
situation.
goodness.
You don't even know. This is so foreign to you. This is like covering.
That's really true though.
This is like covering Bezos going to the moon. Ain't never happened before. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I mean, not even just with Alabama. There's never been a college football playoff where Clemson or Alabama haven't been in that grouping.
I
So
understand.
let's not act like Alabama is just the end all be all. There's another team
There
who
you
has
go.
held their own when it comes to being in the CFP and winning championships with Alabama, and that's Clemson, who is who's having their issues of their own. So
But,
That's
both of
true.
y'all.
but who's had the most though?
Yeah.
Issues or wins?
Wins both. Wins, appearances, rankings, all of it. This first time this in the history of it at all, Alabama's not been at least in the top 5. Huh? In the history. Like
Y'all sad about it.
what else? What else you got,
Right.
best side?
You're exactly right. That's why I asked you, is there something going on with the program? I mean, like, how do you feel about it?
Damn, ain't nobody asked you nothing. What else, best time? What else you got?
The Charlotte Hornets, they lost 12 of their last 13 games. They have the third worst record in the NBA. Injuries continue to plague the team. I think LaMelo is out again with the ankle. Gordon Hayward cannot get right. I think he has a shoulder injury.
He ain't been
Mm.
I
right.
ask you guys, game on or game over, that the Hornets should give their younger players burn in a semi-tank and go after the number 1 pick next year, who is Wembanyama, the guy out of France.
Yeah, Victor.
Mhm.
Victor, yeah.
Yeah, but what you
Victor.
gonna do with it though? So what? Okay, you go out to the number 1 pick. What you gonna do with it? They've had number 1 picks for the last 8 years.
No, they
The
have,
Hornets have
no,
not
they
had
have
the
not
number
had
1
the
pick.
number 1 pick.
Well, not the number 1 pick. You're
Right.
right.
I mean, everybody got first round, but yeah, not the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
I don't.
What they gonna do with it?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I say game on that one because I don't see any progress going forward with this team. They may win 2 or 3 games here, but lose 10, then win another 2 or 3 games, and not make the playoffs. We'll be back in the same situation we've been before. So no, I say game on. Semi quote air quote tank, if you will.
Right.
Yeah.
So they got Ball, right? And so of course he's hurt, he's out. But what else? I mean, did they do? Could they add anything? Anybody to play with him? I mean, did they add any pieces? I mean, I understand. So you get another Ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the next draft. So
Victor isn't a ball.
No,
Victor
Victor
is different.
no, I'm saying the caliber player though. That's what I'm saying.
No, this
a
guy's,
a franchise type player.
yeah, no, but this he's a special franchise player.
Okay.
He's 7'4", and he plays like he's 6'1". He's different.
Okay.
He's like Phil says, he's Ralph Sampson with a jump shot and handles and everything. So
All right. Well,
yeah,
Tank, get him in Mecklenburg County. Let's see what he can do with him. Get him down there and show.
With the way the NBA lottery goes and the way the Charlotte Hornets, with the way their luck has gone, they could tank and still not get the number 1
that's
pick.
true.
It's tough, but I do think that they should, play their younger players, see what they have. The Hornets are in this state of mid purgatory, I guess, where you really don't have a coach you believe in long term, right? Steve Clifford, I don't think is a guy long term. There are now questions about GM and what he's been doing and how he's moving. There have even been questions about if Michael Jordan wants to be an owner in the league anymore.
Wow.
So these are all the things that I'm hearing on sidebars about the Charlotte Hornets. It's just not good. And, a number 1 pick like that will help keep LaMelo there. But if LaMelo leaves, then it's even worse. It's tough for the Hornets. But play your young guys and see where it goes from there.
I agree.
I agree. Play the young guys.
All right, Vashti, we're gonna